"You have an incredible amount of power. Why should we trust you?" And the reply, "You shouldn't." That was a real exchange with Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. And honestly, that moment says everything about this story. Because behind the polished image, OpenAI has one of the most wildest, most dramatic histories in tech. We're talking about Elon Musk walking out, billion-dollar betrayals, employees threatening mutiny, and even the board trying and failing to overthrow their own CEO. I'm Attribution Malik, and this is The Secret War Inside OpenAI. Sam Altman was a Stanford dropout who built a small startup called Loop. It didn't take off, but he got noticed. Paul Graham, the founder of Y Combinator, said something almost prophetic about him. "Sam is extremely good at becoming powerful. You could parachute him into an island full of cannibals, and in 5 years, he would be king." And sure enough, by age 30, Sam was running Y Combinator, Silicon Valley's most prestigious startup accelerator. That's how he met Elon Musk. Now, Elon, in 2015, was obsessed with one thing: the threat of AI. He thought Google had too much power, too much talent, and way too little concern about safety. Elon's words, "Just one company that has close to monopoly on AI talent, and the person in charge doesn't care about safety. This is not good." So at a secret dinner with Altman, Ilya Sutskever, Greg Brockman, and a few other tech elites, they hatch a plan. A new lab, a non-profit, a mission. Build safe artificial intelligence for good of humanity. They call it OpenAI. And the idea? Open source, transparent, no profit motive, the polar opposite of Google. At least that's how it started. In the early days, OpenAI did not look like the future of humanity. No fancy offices, just a handful of geniuses coding from Greg Brockman's apartment. They tinkered with video game bots, tried to build Robert Butler, and honestly, it looked like a group of brilliant nerds just messing around. But behind the fun, there was one shared obsession: AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. Not narrow AI that can only play chess or Go, but something that could do anything a human can do and more. Inside the team, people literally said, "We are building God." Some believed AI could cure disease and end poverty. Others feared it could decide Earth is safer without humans. Sam Altman summed it up perfectly. If this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. So here's where things get crazy. In 2017, it wasn't OpenAI, but Google that made the real breakthrough. A paper called "Attention is All You Need." It introduced a new architecture, the transformer. Unlike older AI, transformers did not need perfectly labeled data. They could absorb messy, random information and still make sense of it. OpenAI pounced. They used it to build GPT, the generative pre-trained transformer. And here's the secret weapon: the internet itself. Billions of pages of human writing became training fuel. The results were so powerful that by GPT-2, OpenAI backtracked on their promise of openness. They announced it was too dangerous to release. Magazines called it the AI text generated too dangerous to make public. Ironically, that secrecy made them famous. But money was running out. Elon Musk tried to take over, even suggested merging OpenAI with Tesla, but the board said no. Elon quit and took most of his billion-dollar pledge with him. Suddenly, the non-profit for humanity was strapped for cash. So Sam made the pivot. OpenAI would now be for profit. They capped investor returns at 100 times, but still, it was the exact thing they promised never to be. Microsoft swooped in with $1 billion investment and then 10 billion more. In exchange, OpenAI got cloud power and cash. Microsoft got cutting-edge AI. And the critics said OpenAI wasn't open anymore. Even Elon mocked them, calling it ClosedAI. At the center of it all, Sam Altman, the man Paul Graham once warned was very, very good at getting power. November 30th, 2022, OpenAI quietly launches ChatGPT. Sam posts a casual tweet. Today we launched ChatGPT. Try it here. Inside the company, employees guessed maybe 100,000 users in the first week. In reality, 100 million users in 2 months. The fastest adoption in history. Faster than TikTok, faster than Facebook. People had seen chatbots before, but never like this. ChatGPT felt smart, conversational, even creative. Of course, it also hallucinated facts, wrote bad code, and raised safety alarms, but none of that mattered. The world was hooked, and suddenly OpenAI was leading the global AI race. But success came with cracks inside. Some employees worried OpenAI was chasing profits, not safety. Alias Sutskever, the AI genius, started siding with the safety team. A rival company, Anthropic, was born when top staff quit. Then in November 2023, the unthinkable. The board fired Sam Altman. The accusation? He wasn't consistently candid. Basically, they did not trust him. Altman was blindsided. Greg Brockman resigned in protest, but then came the twist. OpenAI's employees revolted. Almost all 700 staff signed a letter saying they would quit unless Sam returned, and Microsoft offered to hire them all. And within 5 days, the board collapsed. Sam was reinstated, his enemies were gone, he was stronger than ever. The meme said it best, "You've come for the king, you best not miss." Since then, OpenAI has only gotten bigger. Voice mode brought comparisons to the movie Her. Scarlett Johansson even accused them of cloning her voice. Their valuation? Over 500 billion US dollars. But OpenAI isn't alone anymore. In 2025, Chinese competitor DeepSeek stormed into the market, shaking US tech stocks. OpenAI accused them of stealing, but let's be real, OpenAI built its empire by scraping the internet too. Here's the bottom line. Every industry, education, law, media, medicine is being disrupted by AI. First it was games, then writing, now art, coding, even video. And it's happening way faster than anyone predicted. So here we are. OpenAI began as a mission to protect us from the dangers of artificial intelligence. Today, it may be the company pushing us towards them the fastest. And the truth, we really have no idea what's coming. And maybe neither do they.